Hey guys, I'm going to do a quick video on kind of calendar maintenance. So the point is here that every time we get a reservation, every time a reservation comes in, confirmed reservation, we want to go to the calendar and see whether we have to change our minimum night stays to make sure that they fit. We talked about it in a prior video, but if we have a reservation where having, the way that reservation works is that it no longer makes sense to have a 5-night minimum or having a certain day minimum. We have to go into the price labs and change it, or Airbnb if it's a cabin. Because remember, we do all of our minimum night stays for the cabins in Airbnb because we have this nice layout, this nice easy layout. So the way I do it here is every day, basically, I'll just go in and I'll look at my Smart B&B inbox, and I'll do a control find for these three words, confirm right away. Because that's the message that gets sent automatically every time a guest confirms a new booking. We get this. Thanks to your reservation, wanted to confirm right away your reservation will be at this apartment. Okay, so I see this happened yesterday or this morning. So I want to click on it to see if I need to tweak anything for the minimum night stays. A little calendar, we see that this reservation actually takes place right at the end of another reservation. So we don't really need to do anything here because we know that the 5-night minimum for Friday and Saturday still stays valid here, and we know that that next week is still open. So there's nothing to be done here. Okay, but maybe if we go back, we'll do the next one. Okay. Next one is this one at Judy Top, right? 4-bed, 2-bath cabin. I don't need to click on this. I know it's in 1 week. I know it's Sumont. So I can just go right to the calendar. You see, here's Judy Top. Next week would be February. It's this one right here. 1-night booking. So really, it's not another one we'll do anything about. Because these 2 days here, I think will still be a 2-night minimum. Maybe 1 night. It's a 1-night min. So they can keep that. No problem. Here's one for Rosalind at the 72-bed, 2-bath, which is our LL2 at Central Park West. And here's home away, so we don't have that little calendar, unfortunately. So we gotta kind of do this one manually. So we go to the Price Labs, June 26th to Monday, July 1st. We go to the same property on Price Labs. This one here. You match the title, and it'll be listings too. Because sometimes the Price Labs, the listing name will change, and Price Labs does not update the listing name. So you'll have to kind of just remember which ones are which. Let it load. And remember, while we're here, we might as well look around and see if we can do any tweaking. So this here is that was the 2-night minimum for 1-night open. We'll do a 1-nighter. We'll keep the price kind of high, for this season. Just that way we don't want to put anyone in there for 1 night unless we're making $100 or so. And remember, the cleaning fee is already is not included in this. So whatever this number is, we're gonna charge guest. We're gonna receive that. Okay. So here we can look into March. Okay, we're pretty open in March. So you probably want to drop the price here. And it's only a few weeks away, so we won't drop it too much, but we'll definitely drop it, at least by like 10%. So we were at $239. We drop it by like 10%. We're right around like $210, $30 a night. So we'll do that update. We'll keep an eye on this one to make sure if every week we'll drop it by another 10% until it's like we get it booked. We can clear these out. Clear these out. Alright, so here's a 2-night minimum stay, no problem. This is the middle of the week. It's also coming up pretty soon. It's February 10th now. It's within a month. And we're unbooked. So let's drop this one down too. Let's drop this one down to like 210. So we came here for one purpose, but then we realized, oh look, the calendar is open, so now we can take advantage of the fact that we're already inside and start doing some price dropping here, you know, because we want to make sure we get booked. We don't want to get surprised a week before and realize our March is empty. And that's why we have, you know, that's why we have these too. As you see here, the department. It's this one here. So you can sell in 30 days. We're 23% open. You know, so that's basically from here until March 10th. We're 23% open. 1/5 of our days are open, but half of our days are open 60 days out. So that's why you see March is so empty, because here's 50%, and then you look at March. Yes, it's empty. So 60 days out was from February 10th, which is today, to April 10th. So this big bulk is what's making that number so high, 50%. So that means we have to drop our prices here. You know, when you do it, the kind of way I think about it is, the closer the dates are, the higher the percent you drop it. So I might drop these like 15% or so, and then as it gets further out, I might drop by like a little bit less, like maybe 5% or 10%. You know, because you have more time. There's $2.99. I might drop that to like, I don't know, $2.70. And then I'm gonna probably hold off. April's a good month, and I think we'll probably get $300 in that in April. So if we're around 300 for April, we'll probably leave it. Well, we're a little bit high. See, we're on the high end. We're at 339. Let's drop to like 319. So we get booked. And generally, like, you know, you're 60 days out, you want to be pretty booked up. 60 days out, which is 8 weeks. You want to be pretty booked up for 8 weeks out. And, you know, you might have some hold, and you just start like dropping the price little by little every day until you get there. Okay, so April, look, we're pretty good here. This is a 4-nighter, this is a 5. So here we're basically forcing this guest to book all these days. So 5-night min here, so they have to book 5 nights, 1, 2, 3. So basically, we're making it pretty strict here. 3-night here as opposed to a 2. We can make that a 2, or we could drop the price and leave it at 3. You know, so it's like different things you can do. You can either drop the price and keep the minimum night stay high, or you can, you know, or you can leave the price where it is and drop the minimum night stay. Then you end up with empty orphan days, you know, those 1- and 2-night empty days, which cost you $300. You have to do that. So usually it's better actually to keep the minimum night stay higher and drop the price. At 59, it's pretty high, but whatever, we'll leave it for now. Okay. Pretty high prices here, but we're going to leave it because it's pretty far out. Maybe our best month. June's a good month, very high, but we're getting booked apparently. So that's why we're not going to touch it. So we're getting booked, we know we're clearing the market. Okay, so June 26th to July 1st it was, right? Here. This is the booking. This here was the one that got booked. And look, it looks like we're okay here. We have 3-night min still here, 5 there. So, you know, we're okay. When it gets complicated is when we get a booking which, like, here, let's say, for example, a booking which ends here on this day, the 23rd, and we still have a 3-night min for it's only 2 days empty. That's why we have to kind of always be tweaking it to make sure that, you know, we're still allowing for guests to book based on the number of days open and based on the minimum night stay. So that's kind of what this is all about, right? And while we're in here, we'll see what we get. So we're getting booked out here a little bit. Okay with that. You know, so we're good. We'll just sync it. There we go. So that was that one. We'll come back and see if we have any more. That was that for that page. Yep, that's that page. So we might go to the next page. Here you go. Okay, this is Shooting Star. In 2 months comes cash. So we probably want to get the exact dates. This PriceLabs doesn't give us the full dates. Oh, well, we're actually the Shooting Star, so it'll be in here, so actually we're fine. So we know it's in 2 months, so that's like in April for Shooting Star, there's cash. try to find it. There it is. Alright. I'm not exactly sure why this date is empty. It's blocked. Sometimes you have to be careful because the days will get blocked, you don't even know why. This is a good reservation, $250 a night for the middle of the week. We like that. We are here. 4-night min Friday and Saturday, no problem. Right? Because we're gonna we're gonna want to make sure we have 4 nights because that's the weekend. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. What are we doing here? 3-night min, perfect. 3-night min during the week, 4-night min on the weekends. That's how we do the cabins. You see the prices are kind of all similar, but you know the bigger cabins, Judy Top, Bear Country, Kissing. Generally, you can get a little bit more, but they're all kind of similar. Actually, it's interesting. These two, the Windy Lane cabins have the view, beautiful views, so they get a little bit of extra bump, even though they're smaller cabins. People pay for the view. Now, this cabin, Stairway to the Stars, always gets a little bit less than this cabin. So that's why you can see I always have the prices a little bit less for one versus the other usually. Not always, but usually. So this is $229, $239. This one I might put at, you know, $219. Something like that. Just a little bit below this one because I know it does perform a little bit as well. So that's why I will have that one, you know, a little bit lower. Okay. And these big cabins, sometimes I can put a big price on there. Sometimes you get guests who want to stay. Big groups of guests that want to stay. And you can have them pay more. This cabin, for example, I let 12 guests stay. Or 10, excuse me. And I have one price, but then if there's any more guests than 8, it gets an additional, I add $50 per person per night. That's why huge groups are going to pay more. I'm going to make them pay more, basically. So, that's what's going on there. Oh, we forgot to open that date. This date should be available. There's no reason why it should be closed. Available. It's a Sunday. We're probably priced a little bit high in the cabins. If you look here, probably need to drop our prices a little bit. Because March, we're pretty open in March still. March is only a month away. It's a good opportunity to actually start bringing down our prices here across the cabins. Right? So we're around $209 for all of them. Let's bring them down to $199. Like I said, they're about 10% drop there. Because we're about a month out, you know? We want to start getting booked up. We don't want to wait till the last minute. Then we're stuck with dropping our prices very low. See? Here, Friday, Saturday. Let's drop the weekdays here. You can see. I wish it was easier to scroll. Well, here, Bear Country. Here's a big gap here. End of Feb. It's probably too high the price, $129. It's dead of winter. We'll drop it down to $105. Remember, it's always better to get some money than nothing. And as long as you're making more than 100, you're okay. There's 2 nights. It should be like a 1 night or a 2-night min. 1 night min. Okay, we're cool with that. Remember, the cleaning cost gets added on, so even though this is $119, they're actually going to pay 200 something, and they're going to pay for the cleaning cost each time. So this is kind of the number we're getting net after we pay for the cleaning cost. This is kind of what we're receiving. Okay. So now we're going to look at this. This is probably a little high because we're not getting booked. It's less than a month away. We'll drop these prices down to like $129. This is where we get a little bit more aggressive in our price dropping. See, $159 to $129 is a $30 drop. That's 20% drop, 30 over 150. See? So, like I said before, we're dropping it at a higher percentage the closer dates. And then we're going to drop it at a lower percentage the dates get lower, farther out. Right, so we're going to drop the Friday to 129. Might as well drop the Saturday also to the same price. You want to drop it enough where it makes an impact, or actually makes a difference in the gas. At least 70 to 100 bucks in overall reservation. Otherwise, we're dropping it $5. You're wasting your time. You're not always going to get the perfect market clearing price, but you want to make sure that you're not dropping it too much, but you're also dropping it enough where you're making a difference. And again, you can always look at the market and scan the market and see who's there and what the prices are like and where your listing is showing up, and you can do the whole analysis, that's how you should do it, really. The full analysis of Alright, that's how far we'll do right for now. We'll leave the rest as is. Drop this down to 59. Drop that $10. Alright. We're going to drop those prices. Spring break is around here, so we'll probably keep those prices kind of high. Hopefully get a spring break person reserve. Okay, so that's it. I'll end it there, guys. You see how I did. Now I'll go back again. I'll do the same thing. Then I'll go back again. And I'll look for the next reservation. And anything that was yesterday. See yesterday here? I'll do all of them. This is 9th Street. And that's in 1 month. One. March 13th to 17th. Let's see what happened there. '13th to the 7th. That's that reservation. Okay, so this is leaving a 3-night min. And it's only 3 days, so it's forcing the guests to book exactly those 3 days. It's fine. Leave that. We'll probably drop the price a little bit since it's not flexible. They have to book exactly those 3 days. So we'll drop the price a little bit, but we'll still keep the 3-night min. We just got 2 booked up Wednesday through. So we should have actually had the 3-night ending here. And then the 4-night, like we usually do, the 5 nights here and the 4-night there. That actually allowed the guests to book just Wednesday through Sunday, I mean. It's not ideal, but, it's fine for now. We'll leave it as is. Like we did here, right? 3, 5, 4, that pricing strategy. We're getting pretty booked up good in April, which is great. April, we're in the right place here. All our set up here. May, we're getting booked up, not really in May. We probably could drop these to like $10 or like, $15. $3.40 or something like that. So we can get some good bookings in May. Remember, it's kind of like it's almost like you just kind of path, and then you kind of, as you see things, you just tweak them, You're just kind of always tweaking to make sure that, making little changes so you get booked up. $15, $20 a night make a difference here. You'll see. Now you'll start seeing if you start getting reservations in May, you'll start seeing that $3.40 was actually the right price, not $3.59. As compared to people look at the map on Airbnb when they search for an apartment. And if your apartment is $3.59 and everyone else around you is $3.40, they're going to book other apartments. But if you're at $3.40, now you're competitive, and now you're still getting a good high price at the mid 300s for this apartment, but you're also getting booked up. So that's what we'll do. Make that last change, and it's kind of an iterative process. See how we check the reservation and make sure that it's not making the minimum night stays incorrect, but then at the same time we're changing prices and adding and updating the calendar to make sure we're maximizing our top line revenue. That's what's going to differentiate us guys from the competition. Is going to be how good we are at maximizing the revenue. Because if you have a client and the client was making $5,000 a month, and you come in and make $6,000, wow, that client's going to say, "Wow, these guys are good," and they're going to recommend us, and we're going to be growing that way. That's how we have to be. We have to be experts in revenue management. That's what I call revenue management, which is kind of always making sure that you're hitting the right price, the top price. So if I drop this at $250, I'll get book drop right away. Then I'm leaving a lot of money on the table. So you gotta make sure you kind of slowly bring the price down until you hit the market and clear it, and until you get booked up. So there we go. I did a little bit of price changes there. We'll leave this weekend 359. It's no big deal. We'll do a sync. There we go. And then I'll go on the next one. And this is a day ago. So this one, hopefully should be taken care of. Yeah, we know that we looked at Judy Top already. Taken care of. This is the 4/6 one. In 1 month, Aniko. You can go look at 4/6. We don't really have to know exactly which reservation it is. If we know it's a month out, and we know it's which listing it is, we can go and just check to make sure that everything is correct. So where is that one here? There we go. There's 4/6. Here it is. That's 4/6. You want Chinatown? Go in there and check it out. And then we know that's Stairway. That's the inquiry. We're pretty empty here. March still again. So then like we did before, we're empty in March. We're gonna start. Hello? Hello? Hi, Ada. How are you? Good. Yeah, that would be, I think, your social, yeah. Yeah, that's the right number. Yeah. Okay. Correct. That's right. Okay, perfect. And then it'll be connected to your email address or your phone number. Just ask them what is it connected to? Is it connected to your phone number or your email address? And then whichever one it is, let me know so I can add you on my quick pay, and then I can just pay you directly that way. Okay. All right. Thank you. Bye. Okay, sorry about that. So, all right, April we're pretty empty here, unfortunately, even at 279, which isn't a very high price. But it's a small apartment and it's not getting super booked up. But we're still a month away, or 2 months away, so we'll keep these where they're at. Hopefully, we can get booked at this decent, pretty low price. Just make sure everything else is okay. Empty in May, empty in June, July, August. Sometimes I like to check New Year's too to make sure I increase the price for New Year's reservation, December. But that's it, guys. This is a pretty long video, but it was a lot to digest there. So thanks for sticking with me, and see you in the next video.